Hello, my fellow Americans, specifically college football fans. I would like to address the rumors going around the Michigan football cheating scandal. And as the spokesperson for Michigan athletics on this show and in my life, it's my duty to let you know what is going on, the real story. First off, we have to touch about this individual, Connor Stallings. According to the NCAA, it is illegal for staff members to do what is being alleged. It's an alleged incident. However, from 2015 to 2022, Connor was not an employee of the Michigan football program. He was simply a volunteer. Secondly, to let you know what is going on, Connor Stallings is a retired U.S. Marine captain that Michigan allowed to be around and help the program. If you have a problem with that, you hate America. In closing, all I would like to say is go blue, and Ryan Day was born on 3rd. Thank you.
Only thing with the White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt. What is going on, guys? My name is Kyle Davis, and this is MV3. I hope you guys enjoyed that public service announcement from our very own Big Blue representative in Tbone. Here he is now. He has done a quick change and very impressive.
That was just the spokesperson. I'm just me.
Oh,
I am who I am.
Oh, okay. Well, I thank you. We thank you for the Michigan representative for taking time out of his day and joining us for that small clip.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how are you doing today, bud?
I'm great. You know, everyone wants to hate on my team.
At least the representative doesn't.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. All right. Yeah. He knows the truth. So all I can do is really listen to what he has to say. And it makes a lot of sense if we're being honest. Like, what are we talking about here? I understand there's rules, but were they broken? I don't know. I don't believe so.
Allegedly.
These alleged incidents, you can't even tell me what they actually are. So,
as a great letter Kenny Mann said, allegedly. Mm-hmm. So a lot of sports to catch up on this week. This is the great time of the year where we have all four major sports going on at the same time. We got the MLB playoffs with the Rangers and the Diamondbacks, which I think I put something in our group chat that said I think the last 7 or 8 teams to defeat the Milwaukee Brewers have gone on to the World Series. They have not gone on to win the World Series, but all of them have gone on to the World Series, and I thought that was a wild thing to see. And I thought today or this year was going to be the year that they bucket, because I didn't think Arizona was as good as advertised. But I mean, pitching wise, they have plenty of hitting, defense. They have everything. I think they're going to run into a buzzkill with Texas Rangers, though.
I thought Philly was the hottest team in all of baseball, and they just put them down. So at this point, I have no idea. I'm glad Houston is not in it.
So am I.
Hold on. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to swap over my off Wi-Fi 2 hardware. 1 sec.
No, you're good. I'll keep venting. But it still will be a great matchup between the Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. I can't remember the last time the Diamondbacks were there, but they have great pitching, and Texas just kind of has a great all-around team. They've been lights out all year, and they've only been getting better throughout the playoffs. And both games for the championship series went to 7 games, and it's just a great time to be a baseball fan. But with that said, like, NHL is kicking off now, and the NBA kicked off last night, and we have a full slate outside of a handful of teams, including the Milwaukee Bucks. Man, Tickle in the back of my throat.
Oh,
Hang on.
brother. Get it. Satisfy the tickle.
I'm probably going to cough like 10 more times.
That's fine.
But with the NBA kicking off, I'm ecstatic for that. I know you're getting hype up for basketball. Who wouldn't be in the city of Milwaukee and the state of Wisconsin just in general? Giannis signed his extension, so he is now under contract until 2028. He's basically said he wants to retire as a Buck. I don't see why he wouldn't. I don't see why the Bucks would ever find a reason to trade him. Like, they're going to ride this until the wheels fall off, and that is just a great thing to hear for the city of Milwaukee and just like Milwaukee basketball in general. And with some of the other teams scheduled to take a hit, and the Green Bay Packers are taking a step back, who knows how long that's going to be? Could be 1 year, could be a couple years. We don't know. That is to be seen yet. And then the Milwaukee Brewers are definitely slated to start moving in the wrong direction because I think their contracts will not add up, and I do not see them being as competitive next year. But you still have the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're going to be competitive. As long as you have Giannis, you're going to be in contention for a title. And now you add a player the caliber of Damian Lillard that you have that clutch shot maker. We haven't had that clutch shot maker in a very long time, since I would say probably Michael Redd and Ray Allen.
Brandon Jennings was a big, not that level, but he showed flashes.
I would also put possibly Monte Ellis on that level when he played for the Bucks as well.
Yep.
So I mean, like,
could have fucking Curry, but whatever.
I mean, we could have, but I mean, ankle injuries seem to have.
We literally wanted Curry first.
Yeah.
And then we said, actually, your ankle sucks, so never mind.
Yeah, basically what it says.
Way to go.
But, I mean, they have an exciting matchup. Granted, it's not as exciting without James Harden, but James Harden is a head case. We have no idea where he's going to go, if he's going to go, because he came out and said he wanted to go to the Clippers and no other team. And watching the Damian Lillard scenarios, it ended up like him wanting to go to Miami. The team basically stood put and found the best deal for the Blazers. I think Philadelphia is going to do the same thing with James Harden. I think that we leaned really hard into the power to the players, which is fine. But when you sign a contract in any other profession, you're supposed to play out that contract for the duration of your contract.
Nope. Not basketball players.
Not basketball players. If they don't want to play with your team, they're just going to move on. Granted, if we have a job, we can leave that job and go to a different job. But it's not like the NBA does, where they basically go to their boss and be like, "Trade me. I don't want to be here."
I'm not really getting paid millions and millions of dollars for my job, so it has some nice perks, but I'm not getting paid what James Harden's getting paid. So.
No, and has gotten paid, but he's been on like 4 teams in the last 5 years. I think this is his longest tenure since Houston. I don't know what we're even talking about at this point with James Harden and that basket case that's there. I think they're going to be a great haul when it comes to the Philadelphia 76ers should get a good haul for James Harden. I don't think it's going to be the level of Damian Lillard, because I think he's slightly past his prime now. He's not lighting it up for 25 a game anymore. And I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the James Harden thing. But we have a big slate of games that started today. I know we have a lot of basketball to talk this year, but we are still in the thick of things with football. And with that said, why don't we kick off an immaculate grid, bud?
Sure, let's fucking do it. It's game time. Let's see what we got today. Oh my God, we got up top, we got the Washington Commanders, Baltimore Ravens, a rookie of the year since 1999. Up on top, down the left side, we have your Green Bay Packers, the Bears, and the LA Rams.
So first one to come to mind is the Rams and Todd Gurley, but he didn't win it with the Rams. No, Gurley didn't win Rookie of the Year, did he? Did he?
Ooh, I think it's offense or defense.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Who won the year? Jair, or the Jair's rookie year? It wasn't Jair, was it? It was probably a lineman or an edge rusher.
Rookie of the year. for Bears, the only guy that I think was any good was Brian Urlacher.
That would be the first.
That'd be my only one. You can't tell me an offensive player or a quarterback that they had that was good in their rookie year. They haven't had one. All right.
Not since '99.
And it's,
did he win it though? That would be
He did. All right.
Let's see. Rams.
Bradford,
Rams have had
Sam Bradford, Aaron Donald as a rookie.
Did Sam Bradford play well as a rookie though?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm sure Aaron Donald did. That guy's been great from day one.
Did Jared Goff didn't? Did he?
No, Goff sucked.
I wouldn't say he sucked. That's that's a tough. Packers. This should be right up your alley with the Green Bay Packers. Rookie of the year.
This is the fat man.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cheeseburger Eddie himself.
Yeah.
There's only one other answer. There's got to be only one other answer to that, and I'm curious to see.
It wasn't Jair.
No.
So what? Sauce was the year after Jair, or 2 years after?
Well, Jair's been in the league for 3 years now, 4 years now.
This is Sauce's second year.
It couldn't have been. It must have been in the 2000s. I would think it's in the 2000s.
My guess is either Donald or Bradford. I don't know about Gurley, to be honest.
I don't think Gurley won it because he also didn't play for his entire rookie season.
Right. I do have one for this, and as our, I'm just going to put this here because he was our spokesperson today. He did come out. The coach himself.
So
the coach.
So let's knock out the Packers. Packers shouldn't be that difficult for us.
I know.
Did James Jones play for either of those two teams? I don't believe so.
No, I think he played. No, he played for the Raiders. Well, this is the Smith brothers, both of them. They both played for. But I have one better for this. Personal friend from when I was in high school. Played for Brookfield, I believe. Drafted by the Ravens. Played for the Packers and the Lions. Ricky Wagner.
Lineman, right? Offensive lineman?
Yes. Guard, tackle. I believe he was drafted. He was a tackle for Wisconsin. But I think he played more guard in the NFL.
Okay.
Clinton Dix over here.
I think that's going to be your best pull.
No, wasn't there a D lineman? Not BJ, but he was around the same time as BJ Raji.
Did
Jenkins.
Cullen?
Yeah, that's the name. That is the name.
Oh, and what a pull! Hell yeah!
Wow, that is.
I'm shocked by that. Cullen Jenkins was a pretty damn good player for the Green Bay Packers. Chicago Bears and Washington. A couple.
I have one from mid 2000s. I don't know. I can't think of any others.
I'm trying to think of receivers. I feel like it's a receiver.
Mine is who was the quarterback before Jay Cutler?
Kyle Orton. Kyle Orton.
Who took him to the Super Bowl?
Sexy Rexy?
Yes, sir. I believe he spent like a half season with the Skins. How is Rex Grossman 33%?
I don't know.
That is ridiculous.
That tells me that there's only 3 answers to that question, though.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I think he just gets guessed a third of the time. Yeah. I don't know what these percentages mean. I just know we like low.
Correct. Rams and. Why do I feel like? Did Bobby Wagner play? No, he didn't play for there. I'm trying to think of defensive. Who was a really good defensive player for the the Ravens that ended up going to the Rams? I feel like there was one of them, like part of that like nasty 2000s.
It was not Terrell Suggs. I believe he went to the Cardinals. Ray Lewis never left. Ed Reed went to Houston. Jimmy Smith, maybe?
I think.
Is that the name? Is that the guy? He was the corner.
That's the guy I'm thinking of. I don't know 100%
I know,
if he went.
Well, I mean, he's on the Ravens now. We know it's OBJ. Odell.
I mean, why don't we just pull OBJ? Let's get this. We've already got these star-studded. We've already got these polls that are crazy.
That's fair.
Rams.
I got a good one.
Okay.
He's from our high school. He's played on a bunch of fucking teams.
He has.
We've used him like 3 times. Look at that.
And I'm fine with using him that many times. All right, rookie of the year. Let's see.
like I said, we have two guesses. I just don't know which one would make more sense.
Did Jadeveon Clowney play for the Rams?
Texans.
Well, yeah, but I'm assuming he just has to play. I don't think he has to win Rookie of the Year there.
Oh, well, I took it as well. Then I don't know. I took it as won the Rookie of the Year award for the team because both those guys won it for their teams.
Correct. Rams Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
that's absurd. Like Rookie of the Year is a little more obscure than like people. Some don't blossom right out.
Yeah, because like Percy Harvin won like Rookie Player of the Year or whatever, or like Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he was dog shit the rest of his career.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we're gonna be. I don't have a random poll here. So we've narrowed it down to Sam Bradford and Aaron Donald, correct?
Yeah, I
think
tell me
I'm more comfortable with Sam Bradford than Aaron Donald.
As the quarterback, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Bradford
down.
All
right,
let's see. Can I see other players?
Just click on it, maybe. Click on the square. I pointed at the screen like you could see me.
Nothing.
That's all right.
Interesting.
Ooh, Boston's starting to fall apart a little bit. That's what I like to see.
All right, that's another one. That's another immaculate grid.
Another successful immaculate grid. We're getting better and better at this.
We do have a lot of overlap, but
which is fine. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get into as many of those as we did last week.
Probably not. But
so we have this segment. Basically, this has become a segment now where Tbone shits on my football team. Do you have anything this week to shit on the Eagles for?
I don't do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm waiting.
Do you want me to, or do you not want me to?
You can try, because I don't know how you do it after that performance this weekend.
I'm not going to bring up
time against one of the Super Bowl contenders, and
okay. I just would like to let you know, because I know you put this in the group chat. You said you contained Tyreek Hill. No, the fuck you didn't. But
do you look at outside of his 140-yard catch? He had a bunch of catches, but he didn't go for yards on most of those. It was a
11 for 88 and a touchdown. That's not keeping him under control.
When one of them is a 40 or 50-yard gain, and the rest of them are dink and dunks, yes, that is containing him to enough to get the job done. Yes. And they absolutely contained the running game in that game, which still I have been saying all year, the strength of the Eagles defense is the front seven. And now they have added to their secondary with Kevin Byard, which I've already seen that
non-factor.
I don't think that's a non-factor at all. They were very successful last year when they had CJ back there. CJ Gardner-Johnson.
I know who he is.
I was just for the fans, Tbone.
Well, if the fans don't know who that is, that's a them problem.
Why are they watching this podcast? Because we talk about the Eagles every week.
My point.
The Eagles had a statement win. I love to see it, but that means nothing considering the gauntlet that's ahead of them. They have one more should be winnable game against the Commanders, but we know how the NFC East is. They beat the shit out of each other. So I'm still not guaranteeing that is a win. I can't put that in the win column, but they get the Cowboys, they get the Chiefs, they get the Niners. Also, the Niners losing to the Vikings. I mean, are we're not putting frauds on them yet, are we? We can't do that, right? Yeah. No, you can't do that yet. Do we have anybody who's nearing that fraud? Are the Bills nearing that fraud statement?
Maybe Bills, potentially. I mean,
Cowboys, maybe.
We'll find out after this week to see if they're still any good. I'm looking up the standings. The Bills are getting close.
The Bengals are teetering. They're
they're on the bottom. They're bottom, but the whole AFC North is pretty solid. So
Chargers. I think Chargers are the fraud of the year so far.
Chargers are probably
they've been teetering for the last 5 years, ever since Justin Herbert got there.
Honestly, didn't realize Carolina still haven't won a game.
But they play well. They play well for what they have. And Adam Thielen is a fantasy monster.
This is accurate. This is fair.
Oh, the Battle of New York is this week.
Yeah.
Also, why is there a random week in the middle of the schedule where there's no bye week or nobody's on a bye?
There are no teams. What week? What week is it? 8.
Week
We're
8.
going into week 8.
Is that normal? Have I just never noticed that before?
No, I don't know. I
feel like that's not a normal thing.
Once they do it, but didn't they used to have like buys at like week 4?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had 3 weeks. Usually they had 3 weeks with no bye weeks. Then they trickle in the buys. And now last week they had like 6 teams on a bye. And I think next week they have a bunch.
I know the Jets are on a bye next week.
I know.
The
Eagles, I believe, are on a bye next week as well.
Packers already had a bye.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. The Eagles' bye week is after the Cowboys. So they have 2 more matchups before the bye. Then they go into the gauntlet of Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks.
Yep.
That is a hell of a wow. If they come out of that 2-3, I'll be a happy boy.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
So
I think there's still a lot. I mean, there's a lot going on right now in the NFL.
Oh, there really is. Outside of the trade, I mean, the Broncos are bad. How are you feeling as a Packer fan right now?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, close losses are not ideal, but outside of, I mean, they lost to the Falcons by 1. They lost to the Raiders by 4. The Broncos by 2. Like the only game
the Raiders and Broncos should have been wins, I think, is my thing. And I think the problem, if you had a Jordan Love with 2 years, they win that game. Just
next year. Yeah, if it's the same schedule, I think the Packers are fucking 4-2 at this point. Like if this is next year, Jordan Love, like I don't want to harp that. Oh, they're like, I can't continuously bail them out for being young, but like they have to take their lumps at some point. They're going to lose games they should have won. Yes, they should have won the last 2 games.
Correct, but here's my thing with some of the other things that happened. Jordan Love played all right against the Broncos. The problem was the play calling was atrocious on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, you just start to think that Aaron Rodgers just didn't fucking listen to anything Matt LaFleur did, and so he checked out of fucking everything.
Well, but he's now LaFleur is calling plays for basically a rookie quarterback, and it's very obvious that that's what he's doing with a all-pro left tackle that's out, Elton Jenkins that's out, like that. He's calling plays to like dink and dunk every single play, but you have to start setting up the play action and take a chance here and there, and he just didn't want to do it this game.
But he's also not a rookie, so he's just got to stop that shit. He's not, like, he's been in the system for years at this point. Like,
and it's not like he was sitting behind a bad quarterback. He was sitting behind Aaron Rodgers.
Now there could be something to be said of him sitting behind Rodgers and picking up on the bad habits that Aaron Rodgers does, but makes up for because he's an all-world talent.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that might be seeping in, which I'm okay with. But it's here's a run. Let's get 2 yards. Let's do it again. -1. Oh, okay, Jordan Love, you can't convert 3rd and 9. You fucking suck.
Yeah,
it's It's like, holy fuck, man. Like,
but I also I follow a ton of football pages on different platforms, and everybody at the beginning of the year, yourself included, granted, I know there was a whole lot of sarcasm behind it, was already like, after beating the Bears. I understand the ownership that Aaron Rodgers signed over to Jordan Love of ownership of the Bears. I get that. I love that joke. It's still hilarious. I'm barely a Packer fan, but the whole thing that came out of that is that everybody started saying that, all right, we went from Favre to Rodgers. We're going from Rodgers to Love. And he's the next Hall of Fame quarterback. He's going to win all of these games for us, and da-da-da-da. Maybe he will. But he needs to take his lumps first. He needs to realize what a possibly bad system he is in. And for all we know, in 2 years, he could be up there with the upper echelon of the quarterbacks in the league. Also, can we talk about the fact that this is not a good time for NFL quarterbacks?
Yeah. Well.
I mean, you have your upper echelon, you have your Patrick Mahomes, your kind of Josh Allen's, but even Josh Allen's coming down. Lamar Jackson here and there is having really good years. I think this is a down time for quarterbacks in the NFL, and I don't see a lot of great talent coming up from the college ranks right now. I think there might be a turn, and I think you're going to see a lot more like competitive football coming, because obviously Patrick Mahomes is far and away the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Correct?
Yeah.
And then who's number 2? Is it Josh Allen? Because he hasn't looked good. Is it Joe Burrow? Because he hasn't looked good. Is it Lamar Jackson?
No.
Is Jared Goff?
I don't know. There's just a lot. No, there's just a lot more parity. It's all. I mean.
Oh yeah, and even all these quarterbacks that look phenomenal, Jalen Hurts included, are looking pedestrian at times.
But this year. But yeah, because now we've lost Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers is about to be done, Drew Brees, Tom Brady,
Phillip Rivers.
All these guys played for 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years. Yeah. That's not the norm. That wasn't the norm.
No.
So Matt Ryan, another guy.
I think we're coming off of. I think people are going to look back and see that the late 2000s and 2010s was arguably the greatest years of quarterback, and it's very obvious. And now you have one player who's far and away the best, but also that far and away the best doesn't have enough weapons to truly look like the best, like Peyton did in Denver.
Right, because think of the 90s. Who was the best quarterbacks?
Brett Favre. Peyton Manning got drafted late.
Right.
God.
McNabb wasn't there.
McNabb was solid.
No, but I'm saying he was more 2000s than I don't even think
2000s was ran by the defense, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, in the 90s, you can't tell me, there were 8 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I'm just going to do a quick best QB.
I feel like we're just missing, and because if anybody has noticed, we generally Elway was there. Yep. Elway was there.
I mean, Montana, I felt like he was a little bit more in the 80s and 90s, but
he was by that point.
I'm not saying he's bad. I don't want to try to say Joe. I'm not trying to say Joe Montana is bad or that doesn't count.
No,
Troy Aikman, dog shit. I hate Troy Aikman.
I don't know about dog shit, but yeah, I mean, at the time,
yeah, fine, whatever. Steve Young was more 90s legend than Montana was. They're both
Dante Culpepper.
I would count more 2000s. I mean, you have Warren Moon,
Kurt Warner,
Marino,
the greatest show on turf, Kurt Warner.
Yeah. So here,
2000s.
So here, I'll give you the top 10 according to this fucking place. Elway, Montana, Aikman, Warren Moon, Steve Young, Brett Favre, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Bernie Kosar, Randall Cunningham, Kurt Warner, Boomer Esiason, Peyton, Drew Bledsoe, Vinny Testaverde. And then we start getting into Steve McNair, which, I mean...
That's a tier down.
Right. Frank Reich, Steve DeBerg, Mark Ripon, Jim Everett, Don Majkowski.
Oh, God, they put him in there?
That's what I'm fucking saying. You get out of... I mean, Vinny Testaverde was just around forever.
Also, think about the evolution of the bringing up of football, of Pop Warner and all of the going through middle school football and high school football and college football. It's more there's more options out there for NFL talent to get to the NFL
based on today's standards. Kurt Warner was definitely more he was in the 90s, but he was more 2000. He won a Super Bowl in 2000.
Still, arguably the greatest story ever.
Right, but then you have Jim Kelly, who they have here as number 7. He lost fucking 4 straight Super Bowls.
But he made it to 4 straight.
But he didn't win shit. So
no,
based on
I get that.
standards, he didn't do shit.
I hate that. By the way. Getting to 4 straight Super Bowls is still impressive, even though you didn't win any of it.
Believe me, I'm not saying he's not, but it's just
I was a half a step away from stepping into the LeBron Michael Jordan conversation for a second, and I don't want to do that ever on this podcast. We don't do that.
You'll lose that one.
Wait, who are you choosing?
It's LeBron. It's not even close.
I'm fine with it. I don't know why this would be a conversation then. I would attempt to put my side on Jordan, but I could, but I'd be going against what I actually think.
But yeah, so I think you're right. Mid 2000s to call it 05 to 15. If you want to pick a decade, 05 to 15, like Jesus, man, there are just so many good players.
I mean, the GOAT came out of that start. Did he start his career in 2005 though? When did he start his career? When did Brady start his career? 99 or 2001? Somewhere in that. He played for what, 20 years?
A lot. I got you. I'm gonna put it. I'll pull it up. I'll find it.
There are people who are of drinking age.
He won the Super Bowl in 2002. So 2001, 2002.
Okay. All right, 21 years in the league. That's insanity still to me.
Yeah, I mean, he won it. That was the year he was there. But if you take 05, he was peak Brady by that point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but
Rodgers
we went through we've had the pleasure to watch Russell Wilson, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco win a Super Bowl.
Dog shit.
That's fine, but the fact that we're saying that those players are dog shit, put them back in the 90s, they would not be dog shit.
Yeah, I know that.
That's how great of a time that the football period was between 05 and 15. That's how great the league was. That we have quarterbacks that we consider dog shit. Phillip Rivers could be on that dog shit list. Like, for God's sakes, for a year we have the one hit wonders. We even had Cam Newton, who we thought was on top of his game when he went to the Super Bowl.
He won an MVP.
He did, and then ran away from the ball.
This is true. He did do that. Oh, okay. But back to the point we were talking about with Jordan Love.
Sure.
Right.
Tangents.
Yeah, I know. Aaron Rodgers also started off 6-10.
Okay.
So, like, the whole give it some fucking time. Like,
I'm not saying he's going to be a garbage quarterback, though.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, but I'm a realistic football fan, though. I look at what's happening, and everybody's thinking, well, the sky is falling, this and that. I'm like, he's basically, like, he's not a rookie quarterback. We've already established that, but he is a rookie starter.
Correct.
And he is playing like a rookie starter. Look at Bryce Young. Everybody was hyping him up, and look at what he's doing. He's not lighting the world on fire. There's no rookie quarterback that's lighting the world on fire. The only one who was starting to come close with Anthony Richardson, and he wasn't even doing all of that.
And now he's hurt.
So who's the best rookie quarterback right now? And I would even give you Jordan Love if you want to consider Jordan Love.
No, I'm not one of that bullshit, like fucking Ben Simmons was rookie of the year bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, Stroud maybe.
I would say Stroud is almost far away
probably Stroud
for quarterbacks. Keep in mind, I'm talking about quarterbacks.
Yes, I mean, give me fucking Stroud.
Yeah, because it's Stroud, Young, Richardson. I think those are the three. And is that it?
Well, I mean, technically, statistically, it's Tyson Bagel-Boy. So,
no, it's not. Shut up.
Yes, it is. He has the highest QBR of all.
Okay. That's one game compared to.
I'm just saying, statistically, I'm not saying.
Is CJ Stroud currently the favorite to win the offensive rookie of the year? I would assume so. I'd be
offensive rookie of the year.
It's either him or Bijan.
I don't know. Bijan fucking sucks right now.
Well, he had a headache. Leave him alone.
That's so annoying. That was not fun.
The only other option for a while was Achane. But now
Jordan Addison probably moved his ass up there.
Yeah, after one game I'll do that.
Stroud Puka is also up there.
Oh shit, I forgot about Puka.
Yeah.
But his numbers are going to dip, but I still think Puka could win it.
So it's Stroud, Puka, Addison, Bijan, Zay Flowers, Achane in that order.
I think Achane can rise back up. I don't think he will, but I think he can.
I still don't understand how TJ Watt is not the leader. He's third when it comes
because Myles Garrett is a grown fucking man.
What the fuck has Micah Parsons done now?
Nothing.
TJ Watt had another fucking interception. I don't want to hear it.
Micah Parsons doesn't belong. He's number 2, I'm guessing.
Nope, Parsons is 1. Him and Garrett are tied.
What site is this? What is this?
FanDuel. Him and Garrett are tied. Parsons and Garrett are both tied. TJ Watt is closely behind them.
What the hell has Parsons done to deserve that?
Especially in the last couple of weeks. Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah.
And the problem's going to be what happens when they face. I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Rams are going to throw all over him this week. Without Trayvon Diggs, I think that secondary is susceptible to getting aired out on, and the Rams are very good at that.
I would have to agree.
Let's see. Dallas is favorited by 6.5. I would take the Rams on the money line. I think the Rams could upset the Cowboys.
Rams.
Even line for the Vikings Packers. What do you think about that?
I'm looking. Hold on.
I think this is what I think.
I have Packers plus 1.5.
I got it. ESPN has it
at home. Line. That's blasphemy.
That is blasphemy because that defense is atrocious of the Vikings. But I mean, they looked pretty good against San Francisco. I will say.
I mean, yeah, they didn't look awful. I don't know. I'm not touching that. I don't want to touch it.
Neither do I. Let's see some of these other matchups. Falcons, Titans doesn't do anything for me, especially if Ryan Tannehill isn't playing. Let's see if Bijan Robinson plays. I think that's going to be a running back heavy game. Saints and Colts are the battle of the defenses, and I think I need to be careful with Jonathan Taylor on my fantasy team. I think the Dolphins have a very tough matchup this week, surprisingly enough. Granted, the Patriots aren't good offensively, but they will the Patriots could slow down the Dolphins.
No.
I'm not saying that they're going to slow them down and put them to a halt.
I don't think it's going to be 9.5, but
No. I think it'll be Dolphins still winning because they need a bounce back game here after.
Fuck it. Let me see what I can get. Dolphins minus 20. Only 285. I don't like that.
What the fuck? Why? That is. They're in Miami too, by the way.
Miami always beats New England in Miami, so
they usually lose in New England, especially because they're probably going to face them late in the year.
Yes.
Jets and Giants is disgusting. Don't want to talk about that.
Jags
Steelers could low key be the game of the week. Could be a sneaky game of the week.
I don't know about that one.
Charlene says it's only if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, I do know what I'm doing, so that's interesting.
Some would say otherwise, but I may or may not be that person.
Interesting.
I'm taking
the where'd it go? Bengals 49ers game of the week.
Who wins it? Bengals? And
no, I think San Fran gets back on track.
That's not going to be an easy matchup, though, because the Bengals need this game.
I know. That's why I think it's going to be a good game. Both teams are going to be psycho.
Mm-hmm. And our primetime matchups are snoozers? Bears-Chargers?
Shut up. I thought you were talking like that was going to be a good game.
No, the snoozers. They're snoozers. Like the Bears-Chargers, the Chargers should win that game going away.
You know, I have a feeling you're going to lose the Washington game, right?
Oh, I led this earlier with that, didn't I?
I don't know.
I think that's going to be one of the more entertaining games because I think Sam Howell is entertaining to watch. I'm not saying he's a great quarterback, but he is an entertaining quarterback to watch.
Okay, it's either touchdown or interception. I
love it, and people love watching that stuff.
Yeah. Saints Colts could get sneaky good. Houston, no, that's not a good game. LA, like you said,
I mean, that's Cowboys. The battle of the rookies. Texans Panthers is the battle of the rookies. There'll be storylines swirling around that, but I think the Texans win by like 2 touchdowns. That's how good I think that the Texans are starting to round into form. The AFC South is sneaky getting good.
I don't know about good. Let's relax. Tennessee, they got a oh god. I mean, Yeah, Atlanta, Tennessee. I don't want to touch that. Man, I don't want to watch any of these games.
I'm finding it Rams, Cowboys.
I mean, thank the Lord, Green Bay and Minnesota's at noon. Otherwise, I would not know what to watch.
The red zone is always a beautiful thing.
No,
Chiefs Broncos should be a bloodbath again.
If you like red zone, you're a terrorist. Just gonna throw that one out there.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
You know my feelings. You brought it up.
If there's no game that I am entertained by watching for the entirety of my day, I'm going to watch Red Zone. I do not care what you say.
Very easy. Packers, Vikings, Cincy, San Francisco, technically Bears, Chargers.
Eagles, Commanders is where my TV will be.
Yeah, I'll probably flip between that and the Packer game.
But also, small fantasy side note, I finally pulled the trigger on a trade that I put in earlier into our group chat, and I'm trying to find where the hell it went. It was Brock Purdy or Trevor Lawrence and Raheem Mostert for Tua Tagovailoa and the running back for the Bucks.
Yep.
Win or lose that trade, I'm trading away Lawrence and Mostert.
Yep.
Did I lose that trade?
Yep.
I disagree with you just because of the solid
you made the
fact
trade.
of my team.
You made the trade. I would hope you didn't think you got fleeced. I don't think you got fleeced. I would much rather have those two, though.
This is my team.
Yeah,
keep in mind, slot Purdy out because he's hurt. Trevor Lawrence is gone, and then Raheem Mostert is gone.
Yeah, who are you starting at quarterback?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
That's who I traded for.
Because it didn't process.
No, it hasn't processed yet. So Tua will be my starting quarterback. I'm losing Mostert, but my backup running back, well, not backup. My other running backs are Kenneth Walker, Jonathan Taylor, and Ramondre Stevenson.
Scroll up.
There's nothing to scroll up to.
Just scroll up, please.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, I don't care. This isn't in our league. I don't care.
No, it's not. No, my team, nobody wants to trade with me in our league.
I tried. No one offers me a fucking trade, so
I still have Raheem Mostert in this league. I have Mostert in, I think, 3 of my 4 leagues.
Yeah, well, people don't want to trade me. I tried trading.
I need another wide receiver if anybody wants to move, wheel and deal. I'm not touching. I don't even want to start DeAndre Hopkins anymore.
I don't know why you would want to.
I mean, he's been playing okay, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Interesting. What do you need?
I need a wide receiver pretty bad. I have George Pickens, DJ Moore, and
you want Garrett Wilson?
I currently am running a tight end at flex.
Do you want Garrett Wilson?
Do you not want Garrett Wilson?
No.
Are we really talking about this on air? I love it. I love this.
I don't want Garrett Wilson. You can have Garrett Wilson.
Is he not playing well? Have I not noticed this? I'm sorry. I don't keep up with Jets football very often.
I mean, he's playing against the Giants this week, so it's good.
It's a good matchup.
You're not getting Keenan Allen, I can tell you that much.
I don't think I have the firepower to rip him away.
No, but you can take Garrett Wilson away. I'm okay with that. You can give me Mostert. You can. I'm
not trading Mostert away in all of my leagues.
Fine, I want Sam Laporta.
I don't blame you, but I'll give you Darren Waller.
No. I want Sam Laporta. You can have Garrett Wilson, and I want someone else.
And someone else? Go fuck yourself.
And other players.
Go fuck yourself.
And other players. I'm gonna look at your team. I'm gonna fucking.
You just had my team on the screen.
No.
Here, it's back again. Look, it's back again. Look at that. It's back again.
It's on my screen. Now it's on my screen.
I hope you know that we should not be doing this on air right now.
Why?
We can revisit this.
No, we don't got to revisit shit. Okay, good. Now I have both our teams next to us. So I want this turret. Oh, wait. Is this the right team? No. Oops. Wrong team.
You're probably on wonkies. People get that confused all the time because I'm pretty sure we both have Hurts.
You do. You both are fucking losers for that one.
Well, he didn't change his team name. I changed my team name. Mine was Insta Kamara last year.
Yeah, I know. It's loading. So I'm going to have both our teams. So I want this guy. I want him.
I can't believe we're trying to make a trade on air right now.
And I want this guy. And I want this guy. That seems fair. You could have Keenan Allen for that price. And Logan Thomas, because I'm not going to have that tight end. You can have that player.
I still have Darren Waller.
Yeah, I know.
And Jake Ferguson. For some reason, I have 3 tight ends on my roster.
Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, at the beginning, I just don't make roster moves very often, unless it's an absolute need.
Okay, there we go. Send.
Oh, this is good. This ought to be good. If you're laughing, I can't find it. Hold on.
Well, I just said, relax.
It usually comes up pretty damn
quick. I did just start
there it is.
I just did start clicking on players.
I see Justin Jefferson, so you can fuck off already.
He's on IR. What?
I'm not.
I'm giving you the number 2 wide receiver in all of fantasy. Fuck
I'm not giving you. You put Travis Etienne, Justin Jefferson, and Sam Laporta for garbage and Keenan Allen.
Okay, fine. Go fuck
yourself. Go fuck yourself, bud. What else do we have on the NFL? I don't think we have much. We don't have a lot of storylines. This is kind of a week this week. Yep. I mean, we could talk about college football and how
I do like talking about college football.
Okay, let's start with my team. How badly do you think this game? Also, sidebar. Let's start with last week. Sure. Last week was not entertaining to watch for 90% of the Badger game. I also think Tanner Mordecai lost his starting job last week.
Okay, I don't watch Badger games, so
I know you don't.
I just know they lost or they won.
They won. They won in pretty tremendous comeback fashion. The 18 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. I believe his name is Braden Locke.
Braden Locke.
Yep, he played well. Braylon Allen being basically the only running back in the backfield, 145 rushing yards and a touchdown. He kind of controlled the final drive of the game, and it was entertaining to watch. 49-0. Jesus, I guess I didn't watch the 3:00 games. Oh, you are muted. I'm gonna just keep on moving then.
No, you're good. I'm here. Just getting my dog out of the garbage.
Did you hear my statement on where I was going?
Yes, I did.
49-0. Michigan State is so bad.
Get out of the garbage. Yeah, they're dog shit. But their little brother, that's what happens.
That is. UCF, by the way. Shout out UCF. I know they do not have a fantastic record, but taking Oklahoma to the brink is impressive. Houston as well.
Annoying. That was so annoying.
What, UCF hanging around?
Yeah, that was so annoying.
Okay.
Sit down.
Iowa lost to Minnesota. I personally love seeing that. My wife personally loves seeing that. I don't need Iowa to.
Minnesota fucking sucks. You can tell her that from me. Go tell her.
No, she might be getting ready for bed. I shouldn't do that.
Well, if you want to talk about Big Ten, what the fuck happened to Iowa? That was a bullshit call.
Iowa.
That was such
he called for a fair catch, didn't he?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
He pointed at the ball and
no.
I saw the replay of it. And it doesn't make sense to me.
This is a fair catch. This is not a fair catch. And that's go over your head. He was yelling, Peter or Poison, get away from the ball. Mm-hmm. And then he caught it on a bounce. And then the only reason on the field it was not called a fair catch. If they called it on the field, that's fine.
Also, did they blow a whistle at any point in him running?
It is not a reviewable call. All they did, they let it play out. Okay?
Which made no sense.
They let it play. No, I like them playing it out and then going back to double check. They let it play out and wanted to double check that he didn't step out along the sideline, which is fair.
Okay.
Upon that review, they claimed then he called a fair catch.
Which you can't do.
Which is not reviewable, and then called it an illegal fair catch, which is also not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no flag, there was no call. They only called it after review, which is a non-reviewable play. It's a bunch of bullshit, is what it is.
All right, I'm ready to hear your rant about how dog shit Ohio State Penn State was.
Listen, man, that game was not fun to watch.
No.
Unless you're looking at it through the eyes of me, because all I did was get a hard on when I get to see Mike Sanderstill take one of those guys back for a pick six in a couple weeks. They're both bad teams, both bad quarterbacks. None of them are going to have any effect on Michigan's defense. Probably top 5 in the country, if not higher. Just saying. Nothing about either of those quarterbacks
playing good teams.
Did you see their quarterbacks? What we always say in college, one of the most important positions to have is the quarterback. Are you scared of Kyle McCord or Drew Aller?
Or J.J. McCarthy?
Well, J.J. McCarthy's second in Heisman voting, so you
keep saying this, but they haven't he hasn't faced a defense. He hasn't faced a capable defense at all.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Actually, let me update you. He's number 1. He's the betting favorite to win the Heisman.
That's because Penix just had a bad game. That's because Penix had a bad game.
That also
I still have Penix winning.
So do I.
Heisman.
So do I. I'm just saying, J.J. McCarthy are putting up Heisman numbers. I'm just saying, if the Michigan defense can take off C.J. Stroud, that turd in college, not in the NFL.
Where do they play the Big Ten championship game?
Indianapolis.
You might see Wisconsin and Indy.
Got it. If it's Wisconsin and Michigan, can we go? Can we just go to Indy? We don't got to go to the game.
No, I don't have disposable income to just randomly go to.
We'll just drive.
I could probably pull off going to Indy and like hang out in a bar there.
Game. I mean, I know some people who.
That's fine.
A certain sports program that is stationed in Indianapolis for ESPN and on YouTube. I know some individuals that I've known for a long time. I could call 2 of them right now, but they've had a long day, so I won't. That's not the point.
We're not going to name any names. We don't name drop here.
I am only one people of this podcast to be followed by Pat McAfee. That's all I'm saying.
That was a flex and a half. That was a flex and a half.
Hey, I'm just saying he's not I do not have Pat's phone number. I will be very clear on that.
I was going to say you better backtrack real quick because people are going to start knocking down your door, man.
They can knock down my door all they want. I don't care. It's me.
So back to what I was saying. If it's
Michigan, Wisconsin, we're going to fucking Indianapolis.
Here's what has to happen. Here's what has to happen for that to happen.
Yeah.
Wisconsin can afford to lose a game, but they cannot afford to lose 2. Iowa, on the rest of their schedule, is not difficult. Northwestern, Rutgers, Illinois, Nebraska. Wisconsin has Ohio State, Northwestern, Nebraska, and Minnesota.
Does Iowa not play Maryland? I thought they did.
They already played them, I thought. Iowa just how did they get away with this schedule?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
They had Penn State and that's it. And they lost 31-0. Jesus.
I mean, Illinois should win that game. Rutgers is defensively Rutgers I can see them winning because their defense is good.
Rutgers could mess around and beat Iowa.
All of these teams
could beat Iowa.
Yeah.
All of these teams could beat Iowa.
Actually, I was thinking about I was thinking about going to the Northwestern Iowa game because it's at Wrigley.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
But like, I wanted to sit in the bleachers, but they're like $180.
Yeah.
When usually I can get bleacher seats for Cubs games for like $40. Yeah.
I gotta look at something. I'm looking.
Did I tell you last week on what the Iowa's quarterback passing yards prop was last week?
Do we know who Iowa's quarterback is?
Oh yeah, I do. Do you?
Are we talking about Cade?
No.
Cade didn't play. I was gonna say Cade didn't play.
No, I'm saying it. Oh yeah,
I do not know. Not off the top of my head. No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me pull this up for you because this is fucking hilarious. I just got to pull up the box score. So I'll set it up. The prop going into this game for Iowa's quarterback, Deacon Hill, was 99 yards passing.
Oh, I did see that.
He had 96 yards at halftime.
And I think we talked about this last.
Do you know what he ended at?
96 yards.
No, 116.
Oh, okay.
He threw for 20 yards in the second half.
Oh my God, that's so bad. Iowa football is never going to be good. Like they're going to be in every game because their defense is that good, but they're not a good football team. They're never a good football team either. Even when they're good, they're bad.
Fun fact. Who do you think had more total yards of offense? And
between
give me that number.
Iowa and Minnesota? I would probably say Minnesota because it's a slightly better offense than Iowa.
Okay. That first part would be correct. Passing yards for Minnesota. Over under 200.
Under. I know that for a fact it's under. I think it was like 100
over under 150.
I think it's over, but not by much.
Under 126.
And that was the leading passer.
Yes. They had 239 total yards of offense.
Oh, yeah. Without Ibrahim, Minnesota's offense doesn't go. And who was their quarterback? Tanner Morgan?
No, that was last year. This year, it is now
Alex
or Alec,
Good
whatever. Ethan Kalakamenis.
Damn,
No, Minnesota did not have an offensive touchdown.
No, they didn't.
And they won the game.
Not
technically. Well, technically, but...
They definitely won the game, man.
Technically, but not really.
In the history books, it will say that Minnesota defeated Iowa on whatever day that was, the 19th.
This kind of game is why I understand people can't watch college football.
You can't. Well, some of it's unwatchable, but college football is still the most entertaining thing ever.
Jeez,
is it not? Am I wrong?
What college football?
That college football is one of the greatest things that we have been given.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That and the NCAA tournament.
All I need to let you know is that Iowa's best player is a fucking punter. Which he is a damn good punter, though. He is a damn good punter. He's going to be punting on Sundays, man. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, no tight end university this year.
He punted for 9 times for nearly a 50-yard average.
That's insanity for a college kicker or a college punter.
It's ridiculous.
That is.
It's ridiculous. I don't get it. But
okay, you want to pick some college games this weekend?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I didn't.
You got any You have any locks for college or no?
Yeah.
14. Wisconsin OSU is only 14.5.
Oh yeah. See, that's one of my locks. Sorry.
Oh, I guaranteed it was one of your locks because 14.5 seems laughable because Wisconsin has been not playing well.
Hold on. Where is it? Where'd you go? Now I don't gotta go search for it. I can usually just stay on the top 25 page for this. Because
there's not a lot of good top 25 matchups this week. Like you get Florida,
Oregon, Utah, and Duke and Louisville are going to be 2 good games. Yeah, give me the fucking under of Wisconsin, Ohio State.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That's Big Ten football. It's just Big Ten football.
Yeah, and they're at Wisconsin. Ohio State historically does not play well in the shoe. Thank the Lord. I thought about going to this game, but I really just can't stand to be around either. What?
Don't fucking say they're playing in Madison and then call it the shoe. Go fuck yourself, bud.
I didn't misspeak. That's my fault.
I'll correct you. Usually I let things go, but I'm not letting that go.
I did not intentionally do that.
I know. That's why I just corrected you politely and then a little more aggressively.
Ohio State does not play well at Camp Randall.
No. Not traditionally, no.
So, what was the time? What was that year they beat them? They were at Wisconsin. Ohio State was ranked. Was that 2015? I think.
You're talking about the one where they absolutely destroyed them. Mm-hmm. That Cisco decided to post the other day.
Yes,
just to piss me off.
Wasn't that 2015?
It was like 56-0. I think it was
20. No. When Wisconsin won, Wisconsin beat them when they were in Camp Randall. And Wisconsin was unranked.
15, yeah, and they were unranked too. 2015, I think. There is a world where Wisconsin wins this game. It's not likely, but there is a world. And I think it's going to be on the back of Braylon Allen. Yeah. That's really the only option. Braylon Allen's got to go for probably 175.
So, and I like the under in that game. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like a Duke win.
Money line?
Yeah, it's plus 160, but if you're going to give me points, I'm never against. I like taking points. I like that.
JT Daniels is the quarterback at Rice. I just found this out this week.
Yeah, former West Virginia, Houston, or not Houston, West Virginia,
Georgia.
There's another one. There's another one that we're forgetting.
Yeah, there is. It's gonna bother me too.
Yeah, I mean, there's. Here. Let's see.
Looking it up. USC.
Yeah, there it is.
USC.
That's what we went to first, I believe.
USC, Georgia, West Virginia, and now Rice. If you want to talk about using the transfer portal,
yeah,
he uses it. He uses it quite frequently.
Michigan is on a bye, so you don't got to worry about that one.
I don't got to worry about you talking. James Madison, by the way, is ranked, and that I love to see that. I absolutely love seeing
that. They're not allowed to play in any postseason or conference.
No. Didn't they just move up Didn't they just move up to the FBS?
I believe this is their second year.
Yeah, they're in the Sun Belt.
Which I don't get it. Like if you're fucking good, let the boys play.
Mm-hmm. And they're good. They are good.
I know. I know.
Until they run. Do they run into a buzzsaw at all this year?
Probably not.
No.
They might sneak into a. If they go undefeated, they're probably going to be. Oh, they can't be, but they would probably be. They probably be in a New York 6.
So hear this: Old Dominion, Georgia State, UConn, Appalachian State, Coastal Carolina, and they have defeated. They have defeated a Power 5 team this year.
Yeah. Maybe App State. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know how App State is this year, but traditionally they're usually the leaders of that since they've moved it. Since they moved over.
And North Texas, them in North Texas.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me Oregon minus. I don't like that. I can't. I gotta stop betting. I didn't bet against Utah last week. Thank God.
Bet against Utah this week. Oregon's got a steamroll.
I can't. I probably will, but I don't love it.
I don't bet. And that's what I would put. I would put a lot of money on Oregon this week and to cover 6.5. 6.5. Give me a touchdown. Come on. Over. Give me the over in that. Never mind. 47.5.
Yeah, but Utah actually looked good last week, so it's really fucking annoying. I can't get a read on them whatsoever. No. Oklahoma minus 10 against Kansas. Yeah, I'd probably take that. I don't hate that.
I have Kansas making that game very competitive and possibly making it close at the end.
Oklahoma is just on
a runaway train. They're on a roll.
Kind of. That's kind of how it feels.
Is Georgia going to lose? Is Georgia going to lose ever?
They're not good this year.
They look bad. Like I shouldn't say that. They don't look bad. I shouldn't say that. Like, but I mean, they have 3 ranked matchups coming up at the end of the year: Missouri, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Do they lose any of those games?
No, they probably won't lose to the SEC championship.
That would be to right now Alabama. God damn it!
Probably.
Alabama's gonna be there.
Don't
again.
do it. Don't fucking say that. No, they're not. They're just not.
I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick.
Georgia. I mean, Missouri, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. That's not fucking a walkthrough. Like, let's be clear about that. Like, that's not.
Yeah, but Georgia's going to the SEC championship. I don't care.
Yeah.
What else? LSU, Alabama is this week. Kentucky, Chattanooga. I never understand this Alabama schedule because they always have this cupcake game like the second to last week, and then you get Auburn.
No, LSU, Alabama's next week.
Are they going to bye? Oh, they're on a bye.
Next week, that's a fucking massive game.
It is. I think next week is the huge. There's a lot of big matchups, if I'm not mistaken, next week.
I think you are correct.
I'm looking it up. I am looking it up.
That would be week
Georgia,
10.
Missouri. I mean, Michigan plays Purdue, but Kansas State. Texas, Kansas State, I think will be a good game. LSU, Alabama.
Oklahoma State. LSU, Alabama. Notre Dame, Clemson, maybe. UCLA, Arizona could be sneaky good. Campbell and North
Washington,
Carolina.
USC is huh? Campbell
Versus UNC. God, that is ridiculous.
That's the ACC for you, my friend. Washington, USC could be sneaky good, depending on what version of Caleb Williams we get. But
Penn State, Maryland.
I think Washington. I think Penix is going to have another big game coming up. I don't know who he faces. He faces Stanford this week. It should be a bludgeoning.
I love that USC has lost back-to-back. I love that.
I love that we have been right. We've been so right this year, by the way.
I know.
We didn't. We haven't missed.
And USC still has to play Washington, Oregon, and UCLA.
And they're going to.
They can end with 5 losses easily.
Yeah. He's the. He should not even be in the conversation for Heisman anymore.
I can tell you where he sits.
You said JJ Penix.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 10,000.
Yeah. Good. He would to repeat. You have to light the world on fire to repeat as Heisman.
The leaders are JJ McCarthy at plus 250, Michael Penix at plus 300, and Jaden Daniels at plus 300.
Jaden Daniels is going to be there. He's just going to be there.
I think the 3 that I just said will probably be the 3 invited, and then
it depends on what JJ does against Ohio State, because there is a good chance that the recency bias could really flip that, because that's rivalry week. There's going to be a lot of big matchups. Penix, I think Penix is going to be there, so that's beside the point. I think Daniels could be there, and who's the quarterback for LSU? Is LSU's quarterback?
He's Daniels. Jordan Travis is FSU.
That's what it was. Yeah. But he's not there. He's not up there. What is he? 4?
5.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's not like. It's not that he's not there.
Right. All right, you got anything else, my guy?
No, I'm all good, dude. We kind of covered it.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank our special guest, representative from the University of Michigan.
Yep.
To catch MV3, you can catch us live every Wednesday, usually around 7:30, on Facebook, YouTube at MV3 Podcast. You can catch us on Twitch at MV3 Gaming. And if you want to listen to just the audio, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Pods, Google Pods, and anywhere you can find your podcast. But this has been MV3. I'm Kyle. That's Tbone. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you same time next week. Later, guys.
Peace out.
The only thing with the White Sox, I say, they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no. Oh, God, yeah. That would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.